The wait is nearly over. Hours from now, India will start counting its votes, a fitting finale to a historic election. Just look at all the records. Most voters, most women voters, most candidates and most political parties. It was indeed a massive exercise, but now comes the most important part, declaring the winner. We'll have to wait for the actual results, but over the weekend we got the exit polls. These are post-poll surveys. Voters are surveyed as they exit the polling station, hence the name exit polls. They give you a good idea about who is winning. And what does it say this time? The Prime Minister Narendra Modi is set for a third term, that too quite emphatically. Let's look at the News 18 mega exit poll. It gives 355 to 370 seats to the NDA. That's the National Democratic Alliance. It's basically the BJP's coalition. It's called the NDA. The opposition alliance is called India. They are projected to win between 125 and 140 seats. And finally, you have other parties, not part of either alliance. These parties are winning 42 to 52 seats. Now, to put this in context, the majority mark in India's Lok Sabha, in India's lower house of parliament, is 272. That's the magic number, 272. The NDA is comfortably over that mark, according to these polls. In fact, the BJP alone is at 305 to 315 seats. How does this compare to the last election? Again, let's pull up the numbers for you. In 2019, the BJP won 303 seats. Their alliance, the NDA, won 353 seats. So the exit polls are predicting a repeat of that, either the same numbers or slightly higher. The stock market seems quite happy about this. There was a bit of volatility leading up to the final phases of voting, but today it was all green. Both Sensex and Nifty hit all-time highs today. Nifty closed around 3.2% up, and Sensex closed almost 3.4% up in today's trade. So clearly, the markets are betting on continuity. The political reactions are along expected lines. The BJP is cheering the exit polls. Look at what the Prime Minister said, Prime Minister Modi. He said the opportunistic Indy alliance failed to strike a chord with the voters. They are casteist, communal and corrupt. Through the campaign, they only enhanced their expertise on one thing, Modi bashing. Such regressive politics has been rejected by the people. The opposition has trashed the exit polls. They've done their own internal assessment. And what does that say? That the India alliance will win more than 295 seats, basically enough to form a government. Listen in.
इसका नाम एग्जिट पोल नहीं है, इसका नाम मोदी मीडिया पोल है. ये मोदी जी का पोल है, फैंटेसी पोल है उनका. थैंक यू.
सर कितनी सीटें आ रही हैं आपके हिसाब से?
सिद्धू मूसेवाला का सॉन्ग सुना आपने? 295.
Now, nobody says exit polls are 100% accurate. In fact, they have gone wrong. But these numbers do not suggest a close contest. They suggest a landslide. So if they go wrong, it would be a major upset. I guess we'll have to wait till tomorrow for the final numbers. But for now, let's focus on the trends. What are the top highlights here from the exit polls? Number one, BJP's inroads in southern India. That's very, very significant. This region has traditionally been their weakness. But look at the progress. They're projected to win up to 3 seats in Tamil Nadu, up to 3 seats in Kerala, between 19 and 22 seats in Andhra Pradesh, and up to 10 seats in Telangana. If these numbers hold, it would be historic. Highlight number 2, a wave from the east. I'm talking about 2 states here, Odisha and West Bengal. Regional parties have dominated both these states. They resisted the BJP wave in 2014 and 2019. But look at the exit polls. The BJP is projected to win 21 to 24 seats in West Bengal. That's more than the TMC, the Trinamool Congress, the party that rules the state at the moment. In Odisha, the BJP is projected to win up to 15 seats. Again, more than the ruling party. Highlight number 3. The Modi factor is still pulling voters. 2 states exemplify this, Karnataka and Telangana, both in the south. Both had assembly elections last year. They voted for Congress governments in the state elections. But come the Lok Sabha election, and they seem to have switched. The exit polls show the NDA leading the Congress party there. Clearly, they like Prime Minister Modi at the center. Highlight number 4, the opposition's miscalculation. They bet on a number of populist measures like a caste census, guaranteed government jobs and cash transfers. On paper, these should have attracted voters. If they did not, Questions will be asked. Did the leadership vacuum affect them? Was the messaging weak, or did they get the voters' pulse wrong? Finally, highlight number 5. 400 plus still looks impossible. That was the BJP slogan coming into the election, but they shelved it halfway through, probably with good reason. These exit poll numbers show why 400 plus is election Everest. There is only one way to scale it, to sweep the north, south, east and west, basically the whole country. Still, this is an impressive projection for the party, especially after 2 terms in office. The question is, will the real results mirror the exit polls? We'll be tracking it through the day tomorrow. Confused by the barrage of numbers, deafened by the chorus of experts, disoriented by the flying graphics? Don't worry, we've got you covered. On Firstpost, we're keeping things simple. The most important seats, the high-profile candidates, and the most lucid analysis. As India counts its votes, tune in to Firstpost. Catch our live coverage on June 4th on all our platforms. Also, the special edition of Vantage.